4,786 Adamawa residents receive federal government 20,000 naira grant. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. 4,786 persons in Adamawa State will benefit from the federal government one-off 20% grant for vulnerable groups with a total budgeted envelope amounted to 400 billion naira. This is just as the government reiterated that its intervention aimed at reducing poverty is still on to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty by 2030. The statement credited to the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadiya Farouk, was made in Yola, the state capital, on Tuesday. Sadiya, who was in the Adamawa state capital to inaugurate the second stream of the disbursement, noted that the intervention coming from the federal government recently released 400 billion naira for the government's social investment program. She explained that the administration of the President, Major General Muhammad Buhari, at inception in 2015, inherited a national poverty incidence level averaging 70%, adding that despite other economic challenges, the administration had paid more attention to generating solutions in addressing the plight of poor and vulnerable through the National Social Investment Program. She said, the Grant for Vulnerable Groups Program, GVG, which we came to distribute beneficiaries today, was introduced in 2020 to sustain the social inclusion agenda of President Muhammad Buhari's administration. It is consistent with the national target of lifting 100 million Nigerians out of poverty in 10 years. It is decided to provide a one-off grant to some of the poorest and most vulnerable Nigerians in rural and peri-urban areas of the country. A cash grant of 20,000 naira will be disbursed to the poor and vulnerable category across the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. Using this grant, many of the beneficiaries will improve their productivity and their commercial activity, all of which will help in easing them out of poverty. Let me add here that our target in Adamawa State is to disburse the grant to 4,786 beneficiaries across the 21 local government councils areas. In line with the President Muhammad Buhari's social inclusion, 70% of the total number of beneficiaries is for women, while the remaining 30% is for the youth. While commending the Adamawa State Governor Ahmadu Fintiri over the state government support for the success of the NSIP program in the state, Farouk urged other governments to support the FG's effort at reducing poverty. My people, my people, my people, my people. And then they are giving out 20,000 naira to 4,786 naira, that is estimated at 400 billion naira. Meanwhile, as soon as they demand for this 400 billion, and they see what in they play. People when no value education, how they want use they affected, how you go use they tell the explain person when no one schooling or education, he doesn't know the value. How will you explain to him that this is what the value of education is? It is very difficult to explain to an illiterate now, that let's say an illiterate outside, to explain to the usefulness of education. He go understand you. He will never see it from your angle. Never. Why is it that the Edo State residents don't benefit from the federal government? Since I've been born, I've never benefited from the government. Hey, they have succeeded in scheming out Prof. Osibanjo. Well, it goes in end now, everybody go in way. Everything is for the wise. That is why every killings is there to continue to the thing say you do wise. They always said sharing money in the north. South is not part of Nigeria. Meanwhile, 80% of the revenue is coming from the south. You know waiting, the guy waiting person just talk here now. See, everything is for the north. That is why every killing is there to continue to the thing say they wise. You know, they hear him. I don't talk anything, no. I don't talk anything. This is the military majorly used to siphon our commonwealth. How can you be doling out money in a poverty-infiltrated country like Nigeria? Now, you are doling out money to people, claiming you are helping to reduce the poverty rate. Meanwhile, is it sustainable? Are you not supposed to be working around sustainable means of development? Sustainable in quotes, sustainable underline, sustainable in capital letter. If you give person 20,000 naira today, the person blow the money. Waiting, what is the money do? Meanwhile, if you carry people wey be say, for instance, you get people wey be say they wan learn programming. Now programming they wan learn how to code. Or you carry people wey go teach people machines, sewing machines, electric machines, any machines at all, or maybe sewing machines that are not electrical. You carry and give people wey be say they really want learn how to sew. That is sustainable development. That thing they don't learn for life. And if the person really wants to learn it, the person will use them, because that is what we call sustainable development. You teach the person how to do it. You give the person tools. The person gets machine. You also get some materials. You get thread. You get needle. You get things. You get engine and machine engineer. You get everything. Then the person feels start to the sew. From there, from what you learn, you feel the charge as low as 1,000. Before you know it, you don't be sustainable. What about teaching people how to? Let's say, for instance, those who are interested in technology now, those who are interested in repairing systems, there are a lot of things that can help develop people, and not just develop them, sustain the development. But you see our country, then they throw money. This money just be like say make you carry out money they throw away for inside canal or gutter. And so it be. Now so this it be. Meanwhile, ASU is on strike. Okay. Misplaced priority. China develops to tackle the decadence of the nation's education, health, manufacturing, and security. This woman just they settle her village people with all the money. Okay. They should probe this woman. This woman must have looted billions, if not trillions of naira. I suggested some time ago that people should be probed. Immediately you are handing over, you are resigning from a public office. I'm telling you, they're supposed to probe you. They're supposed to probe you, probe you. You're not supposed to go anywhere for good 3 months. Any money where they see with you, they will say if you account for. Then they find money, if you account for them, you go pay. They go confiscate your account, tell the public say they don't do them. And as they come out the money, if not gbese where we owe, then go pay. If not say then go put them, then go put them there. We go they say kuro say see what they use this money do. Nigerians, not ourselves go. Collect 20,000 naira. And why is it happening in the home state of one of the presidential candidates? Something crossed my mind. I just make a close mouth. If you listen well, it happened in Adamawa. Okay, now let me not talk now before then go say I don't talk. I don't talk anything. No. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.